Hello everyone. In this video today, we're here with the charger and bring you my very first paid promotion video. A company called Alloyworks contacted me. They make aluminum radiators, aluminum overflow tanks, and electric cooling fans and some other stuff on their website, and they wanted me to review one of their products. Looked around their radiators, found one that should be a direct bolt-in fit for my charger, so got that right here. That's what we're gonna review today. Would have liked one with electric fans, but they were actually out of stock on that one and they couldn't send me something that they didn't have. So got one without the electric fans, which is going to be fine. I've been without electric fans, I'll be fine without it. But let's get this thing unboxed and take a look at it. All right, here's how it comes. Box is actually pretty decent. It's not a real flimsy box or anything. It's actually a decent box. I have gotten the staples out because I didn't want to fool with that on camera. But box is decent. Let's get the radiator out. All right. Oh yeah. Let me show you how it's packed. Alright, this looks to be packed very well. They got some foam on this side, foam on the other side, and the form-fitting foam corners, which looks like it's packaged very well. They got foam around the radiator inlet and outlet. Set this right here. Got another piece of foam on this on that side. All right, let's get this out. All right, there's the radiator. It's got a real nice drain valve on it. I didn't see any adapters for the transmission cooler lines right here, so I may have to unscrew the adapters that are currently in my radiator to go here. Would be nice if got some new ones, but I'll just use the old ones in there. It'll be fine. There's the inside. Looks nice. This is a I think it's a 4-core. Yeah, 1, 2, 4. Yeah. It looks like they're 1/2-inch cores. Welds look decent. Got some provisions here to mount electric fans, which I definitely do want to do. May have to put like a sheet metal nut or something on there. These are actually decent caps on here to stop stuff from getting in during shipment. Will also be really good for storage on the old one. Mounting flange looks good. Slotted on the bottom for easy install. And I do like the way this cap looks. Very robust. And that is it's got some decent weight to it, so that is not a cheap cap. Well, there it is. Let's get the old one out and get this one installed. Here is my old radiator. This is a radiator that has been in this car since this car has been running. And I didn't really realize it at the time, but I do. This car does actually have a factory 22-inch radiator, and this is a 26-inch radiator, I believe. So I actually bought the wrong one, and it's not actually mounted in the factory radiator spots, which are right there, down there under that bolt, and right here and here. So I've had that much of the radiator that is really, I got some on both sides, not much on this side, but I've got some of the radiator on both sides that are not cooling properly, not getting airflow properly. So having a properly fitting radiator is definitely going to be better. Definitely going to hang on to this thing. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm definitely going to hang on to this thing, and definitely going to keep my overflow tank here. So let's get the camera set up, and I've already got the coolant drained right there. So let's get the camera set up and get this old radiator out. That's everything on the top. Now I just need to get the transmission lines off the bottom. Okay, transmission lines disconnected, coolant recovery disconnected. Alright, there we go. As you can see, installing that other one, I had to have extra washers and stuff just to make it fit. So installing this new one, it's going to be right there, 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 and right there. Alright, and here are the two radiators side by side. Went ahead and took the caps off of here and put it on here. It was a perfect fit for the old one, actually. So it'll be real nice to actually store this one. The transmission cooler lines, adapters, unscrewed and screwed right into here, no problem. So I've already got the bottom two bolts in. So let's see if this is just a... hopefully I don't have to do any shaving on the inside of the bolt, the mounting. So let's get set up there and get this radiator in. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to have to notch the bottom side. Top side might be okay once I get the bottom notch. Got to widen that mounting just a little bit. But from the look of it, the cooler lines are going to bolt right up. The lower hose lines up. Upper hose pretty much lines up. So let me get this off and widen this mounting a little bit, and I will be back. Well, I couldn't find my cutoff wheel, but I found that, so it's gonna shave off probably about a 1/4 inch on both sides, and it should be plenty to drop in. There we go. It's all the way down. I may have to, it doesn't quite line up with the top hole. So I may have to grind off a little bit more material to let it drop down a little bit more, but it is fitting. I think that'll work. Radiator is in. Between my old one and my new one, the port for the recovery tank is on the opposite side, so I may have to relocate it from right here to right here actually. With the proper fitting radiator, I actually have enough room for it, so I may actually move it over here, and then not right now, but will eventually be moving my recovery tank to over here, and then just need to finish hooking up my my transmission cooler lines, put some coolant in here and crank it up, see how it does. All right, it is in, everything is tightened down. Proper fitting radiator in this thing just looks a little bit short. Probably is just a tad short. This is just me thinking. I haven't even seen a factory 22-inch radiator and really inspected it in person to know, but the bottom of the opening is probably about an inch or so, probably 1.5 inches below where the fins are, and same thing with the top here. It's down just a little bit, but the entire, all the cooling fins are in the opening. Everything is tight. These factory mounting points are actually stripping out, so I'm gonna have to put in a straight bolt like I did over here, but everything's tight pretty much. I'm not gonna be driving it like this for testing purposes. I'm just gonna be cranking it up, letting it run. Where this thing had a problem was sitting in traffic. I know it's not exactly warm outside, it being January and all, but this thing would overheat in traffic, so we're gonna get coolant in this thing, let it warm up to operating temperature, and then see what happens when I let it run for a little bit. So let's get some coolant in here and fire it up. All right, the coolant is topped off. Got the top of the radiator washed off so I can monitor for any leaks. And let's do it. Temperature dropped down a good bit. Top the radiator back off. I have a 160 thermostat in here, so I'll let it warm up a little bit longer and just sit here, let it run, see what happens. So far, no leaks. So far, it's looking good. So let's see what happens when we let it run longer. All right, it's been running. See how long? It's been running probably about 10 minutes, I guess. And we're just about to come up to 160. It should drop somewhere right around 160, just after 160, so we're going to sit here watching. take a look at the outside, make sure we're not leaking anywhere. Radiator's definitely warming up. Hose is building pressure. I don't think I see any leaks. I don't think I see any leaks, so it's definitely sealing up good. I just gotta let it sit there and run, see if it's gonna overheat on me. Hopefully not. I really don't want it to overheat, but sitting in traffic, I did have an overheating problem with the old radiator. So I'm gonna let this sit here and run. May take a little while longer for it to cycle a couple of times, but it's running, it's sealing good, it looks good. So let's just sit here and watch it for a little bit. Well, I let it run for about 45 minutes or so, and the temperature did slowly start to creep up higher than what I would like. So that is not a fault of the radiator. That is, I need to work on my cooling system a little bit, install a helper fan, which I actually have right here. I'm actually gonna, I completely forgot I had that. And I tested it, it works. I think a buddy of mine gave this to me, I think. But this can be wired up going forward or reverse. So I'm gonna mount that up right here in front to help push the air through. I may even get one of those aluminum water pump housings and a high flow water pump, just to get that coolant moving through the motor faster and get it cooling faster with that little helper fan right there. But I definitely love the way this radiator looks. It's nice to finally have a radiator bolted in the factory locations. I know I still need to get some longer bolts like this to securely bolt it with the nut on the other side, since my factory body nuts are kind of stripping out. So let it run as long as I did. It is up to full temperature, up to full pressure. My hands are cold, so that actually feels nice. But there is no leaks anywhere. The radiator looks good. It has really good flow through it. I can definitely, when it's running, I can definitely feel really nice airflow coming through here. But installing this thing, right there to help with the airflow going through it is going to help it even more, on top of getting an aluminum water pump housing and high flow water pump. But this radiator, I did have to adjust the mounting a little bit on the bottom. I didn't have to mess with the top. All I had to do was the bottom. I had to widen the mounting holes and then make them a little bit deeper so it can set down a little bit more to make the top fit. But extremely minimal modifications to make this work. I highly recommend it. If you want one of these Alloyworks radiators for your car, look up their, go to their website, click on the link in the description. And if you use coupon code MOPAR5, you can get 5% off your order. So I highly recommend this radiator. It looks nice. It fits nice. Fits better than that, because that doesn't actually fit this car apparently. But it fits nice and it looks nice. I've already said that. But there it is. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out those links in the description if you want one of these awesome 4-core radiators for your car. And don't forget the MOPAR5 coupon code. One more thing before we go. I was editing this video and realized I left something out. Their fitment guide on their webpage definitely needs work. So when you're looking up your vehicle, make sure you pay attention to the mounting dimensions and the location of the radiator hoses. They don't list anything for A-bodies, but the first radiator they actually sent me that wasn't going to work in the Charger appeared like it would work in the Dart. So if you have an A-body, if you have something that's not listed on their site, just look at what they have, check the dimensions, check what you have, see if it might work. But I can't guarantee everything will fit. But there's a decent chance they do have one for your application. You just have to check the dimensions and make sure the radiator hoses are in the locations you need. So there it is. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.